This is the fourth video in a series of 5 looking at drawing an alloy rim and tyre. In this video, the features I'm going to take a look at will be fillet, appearances, mirror, intersection curve, adding relations, and a revolve. And we're going to look at the solid bodies once again. So, to start off with, and from the last video, we combined the 2 solid bodies to make one. So we can work with them here now, adding in fillets. And you can see I've highlighted where the spokes meet the rim to put in a fillet. Now that can be real torture just putting all of these in, but SolidWorks is pretty intuitive, and it's got a feature here that when you click on these here after you've picked a few of them, it gives us a number of options, and you can see them all along here. And I'm just going to pick it where it has actually got incidences where it meets that surface, and you can see it's highlighted whatever 26 incidences of it, and it's going to do it all fairly quick for me. So just if there's a lot of repetitive work there, it's very handy to know that that's there. And if you wanted to add them into some other areas, you can as well too, but I'm not going to bother here, just getting the general shape. And next thing that we might want to do is just take the square edges off those top circular patterns at the top of the rim. I would have kept the harder edges before this, because sometimes it's handy for when you're picking up a reference when you're doing your circular patterns. So that's my only reason for that. To add an appearance here, we can go for the beach ball here. You can see that I've picked it out. There's a number of ways of doing this here, and I'll pick something chrome-like for the rim, and we'll come back to that again later if we can actually see this again. So I drag it over and you can bring it onto the body. Sometimes it gives you the options there of what you want to put it onto, whether it's a feature, a face, or just it's important to make sure that you've got it on the body if you want it on the whole lot of the body. And you can see in the design tree under the beach ball as well too, the appearance is added in here, and we can take that off or add it on whatever we want, or we can change it from the beach ball or the appearance. So I'm going to remove that. I'm going to take it off it. It's a little bit shiny to look at, and I'm going to go to the right plane here, and I'm going to start to sketch my tyre. And essentially in this here, I'm just picking a center line. I'm going to pick the 2 sides to do a bit of drawing from. You can see it's kind of hard enough to pick up on the edge of this here, so I can pick that feature again, that intersection curve, to pick up on a line, and you can see it's drawn in the line, but it's not. I don't need it over on the other side, but you can see it's down at the bottom as well too, because the curve obviously happens at the 2 parts where the plane intersects, and I don't need the bottom one, I only need the top one, so I deleted the bottom one. And I've drawn the inside profile of the tyre. I can come back to that again. You can see here there's a little curve. I could be right tight to that if I wanted to, but I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to take it up somewhere in line with that, and I'm going to pick the thickness of the wall of the tyre for the top part here. Give it a few dimensions here, and then on the outside here, I want to pick a spline here. I'm going to put in it, instead of just a 2-point spline, I'm going to pick a 3rd point in it and give me a horizontal relation at the top. But you can do a bit of drag in here. You can see that there's nothing defined there, which is handy for kind of working on the fly. And something, I don't know, something like a shape of a tyre, I suppose. I wanted to be out a little bit wider than the rim itself, and I'm just going to take a handy way out here. And it's not touching or cutting into that, which you have to be careful of. I'm just going to pick that spline itself and let it work out the dimensions for me. Now I'm going to put a little bit of a profile, or like the treads in the tyre, I suppose. And you could get a lot more complicated in what I'm going to do here. I'm just picking out 4 circles. I'm putting an equal relationship between each of those, and I'm going to pick a few distances between each of these as well. Sometimes you can take a bit of messing around with what looks good size wise. I'm not terribly concerned here, just at a kind of even spacing for the outer ones. And again, remember, I'm going to be mirroring this, so there's no good in drawing the one in the middle, but you could draw a half a one in the middle, I suppose, and work it that way, and fill it in the inside just to give it a wee bit of a better profile. And I'm going to use a trim tool here to cut out and leave the shape. It might be a little bit of a hard edge, but for the purpose of drawing a tyre, it's going to show it for us here. I've selected what I want to mirror here from one side to the other, and you can see it's all defined, and that's working out pretty good there now. If my axis isn't turned on, I can turn it back on here, and I can go to the Revolve feature, and same as before, I can create, and don't merge, because now I have two solid bodies you can see here on the left, which is useful and is what I want for this particular object that we're drawing. I'm renaming them this time now, and I've got my tyre and my rim, which is going to be easy to pick them out. And I can put my appearances on here, so I'm just going to go over to the appearances here. I'm picking rubber tyre. I'm going to drag that onto the design tree and the features, and you can see it's pretty effective, looks pretty good. And again, pull the chrome finish over and onto that, and that there leaves me with just an assembly to do now of these that I want to take a look at in the next video.